Had the former glamourpuss become the new Jermaine Greer?
I would never have been able to shack up with Peter Andre, never in a fit. I might have given him a job around the house.
It really sticks in my craw that she should be called a role model. You know, what does this woman do?
She's definitely an inspiration to me anyway, because I do modelling anyway, so she's someone I look up to a lot.
She's Katie. No one can replace her, no one can take over.
I don't think she's a feminist icon in any sense. She's just a capitalist with tits.
Right, I'm going to say the word ballet, but do not groan. Trust me, what we've got next on BBC Three is amazing, and you would have seen nothing like it. Every single dance style you can imagine, all mixed up in one show. Stay there for Ballet Boys, the Rite of Spring.
Hi, I'm Tasman. Here's our nightly check on the global news channels. ABC called it a near disaster. An American Airlines plane overshot a runway in Kingston, Jamaica. Fox said it was unbelievable no one had died. CNN reporting it'd been raining there. The main story for Germany's ARD was the return of Michael Schumacher to F1. BBC World News spoke to him live. He told them he's excited that he's signed to Mercedes. Chaos in the Canaries, a headline on Spain's TVE. Heavy rain caused a mudslide. Some homes are washed away. The channel's weatherman said more rain was on the way. The bad weather's also hit Portugal. SIC reporting not only had snow fallen, but high winds and rain caused havoc. Many trees had fallen, leading to roads being closed. And Christmas has arrived in space. Russia's Vesti had pictures from the International Space Station. The crew wore Santa hats to welcome 2 new astronauts on board. All the showbiz in an hour now. Brand new on 3, it's Ballet Boys, the Rite of Spring.
Being Human, coming soon to BBC Three.
The Family Guy double in an hour. First on 3, think ballet is just tutus, pirouettes and walking around on tippy toes? Think again, it's Ballet Boys, the Rite of Spring.
In 1913, on this very stage, there was a performance that was so radical and groundbreaking, they were fighting in the aisles.
That performance was the Rite of Spring. We've decided to make our own all-new production using the dance tribes of today. Everything from breaking to ballroom with a little bit of pole dancing thrown in. This will be no easy task, but I think we're up for the challenge. We're the Ballet Boys. We were leading dancers with the Royal Ballet for 12 years, where the Rite of Spring was one of our favourite ballets.
It's a production that changed the rules of music and dance forever. It tells the story of an ancient tribe whose pagan ritual climaxes in the sacrifice of a virgin.
Before that opening night in Paris, ballet looked like this. Afterwards, it could be raw, primitive, even ugly. The audience was so outraged that fighting broke out.
A century on, we've set ourselves a challenge. Using extracts from the original score, we're going to create a new production of the Rite of Spring. We'll need to recruit a dance company from scratch, a combination of styles and of amateurs and professionals. It's never been done before.
The original Rite was created over months, but once we found our dancers, we'll only have a week, because we'll be working round their day jobs.
We're starting with the pounding rhythms of the adolescence dance.
This scene introduces us to the younger members of the tribe. It sounds to us like a battle, teenagers showing off, trying to outdo each other. We think the best way to interpret this music is with breakdancing. We're going to the B-Boys World Championships at the Brixton Academy in London.
This is it. Let's go in.
B-boying, commonly known as breakdancing, is a style of dance that evolved as part of the hip-hop culture in New York during the 1970s. It's now a worldwide phenomenon.
During the show, we met Kevin Gopi, coach for one of the top crews, and got an invite to their rehearsal rooms. We need to explain how we want to put Stravinsky's music and his b-boys together.
So hopefully this is where we find our hip-hop breakdance crew. I think today's really about the music, isn't it?
I'm hoping this guy, Kevin, the DJ, is going to be able to reassure us.
What I hope is they don't listen to music and say, I'm not doing that. You know? So this is some sort of warm-up. I mean, if you're a ballet dancer, you're standing at a bar now, bending your knees and...
But it looks a bit like a battle, and that's kind of...
Yeah, apparently this is how it starts.
Who's good?
Yeah. I think we're going to take this whole team. This is their 80. Yeah. What I want to do is ask this guy if he fancies listening to our music. Okay. So this is the music. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to dance to it. This is going to be where the plan just falls apart right now.
Stravinsky, right?
Yeah. So this is what we see as a sort of a battle scene. So there'll be like 6 guys on each side.
The time signatures and the tempo is a bit different than what they're used to, but...
I mean, so it's less,
Are
slightly
you gonna leave
less
us with that
random.
to work with so
yeah.
we can get used to it?
That's for you guys.
And that's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you in a month's time then. That's cracked it. What did you think they thought of the music there?
They didn't get them spontaneously dancing with it. They weren't like up on their feet. Yeah.
No. But I mean, it was the first time they've heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, he said they were just listening to it. So
he knew it was Stravinsky.
Yeah.
Which I'm quite impressed about.
The movement for the original Rite of Spring was made by the legendary Russian Vaslav Nijinsky. To choreograph ours, we've got today's hot talent, Paul Roberts.
So let's go and see what Paul's up to.
You'll have seen Paul's choreography many times. He's worked with the best, from Boy's Own to Pixie Lott. It's a cutthroat world, so he works fast and drives his dancers hard. If you can't deliver, you're out.
I saw the hip hoppers today, and I gave them the CD to start listening to, so at least they should know the music.
But I think that their movement's definitely going to have to come from them, because I've tried choreographing hip-hop dancers before, and they have their own language, and if you try and sort of almost polish it off to make it look sort of clean and smooth, it's just...
Okay. Well, they've got a coach.
They feel it as well, rather than do the count thing.
So you're going to take a bit of time to go through all the music, so you know it all count by count?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I've got blocked off the week before we go into rehearsals, just basically do as much research as I can, go through the music and just block it out.
And we'll be around all the time if you need a hand or...
Yeah.
The next section we're calling the Dance of the Elders. These are the top dogs of the tribe, and their leader will ultimately choose who's going to be sacrificed. We think this part of the score sounds like a tango, so we've invited Paul along with us to the Rivoli Ballroom to help find the right dancers.
Wow, this place is cool.
Isn't it? Brilliant.
The Rivoli Ballroom is in South London, home to a devoted community of amateur ballroom dancers. It was established in 1913, the year that the tango was introduced to Europe from South America, and the year that Stravinsky wrote our score.
It's very much a social evening. Anybody can come. No particular standards. Very good people, people learning beginners, but it's open to everybody.
How often in a week do you tango?
We go dancing 5 times, 6 times.
Wow. You're dedicated then?
We're obsessed. That's the word.
How's it going, Andy?
Not bad, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, brilliant.
Doing a roaring trade back there.
Excellent. Getting them well stocked ready for their dances.
Yeah, is it usually tea and coffee, or is it
Tea, coffee, water.
Yeah.
Often dancers don't drink much, very rarely.
Why do you use the orange makeup?
Because on the floor, it's such a big floor, and if you've got lights on and everything else, you look washed out, and especially with bright colours that we wear.
Yeah.
If you have pale skin, you can't see you, it's just a dress moving, so it just makes you stand out a little bit more, makes you look a little bit more healthy as well, and summer glow in winter.
It works.
For $5.99. It's cheap.
The first thing we've asked the dancers to do is simply show us their tango routines. So with a little help from proud Rivoli owner Bill Mannix on the turntables, we get underway.
There seems to be a huge range in ability and experience. Choosing from this lot isn't going to be easy.
Thanks very much. We're just going to go away and have a think about that, and we'll be back shortly. Initial thoughts?
Yeah, 50% of them, I think we can work with.
I mean, what I'm really looking for is not just their dance ability. Obviously, I need them to be good dancers. But because of the Rite of Spring, it's about a tribe, about a community. We really need different sort of people. Do you know what I mean? So we don't want all to be uniform necessarily.
They all seem to be able to tango, but we need to see if they can adapt to Paul's choreographic style.
I think you should work with all of them.
Okay.
And see how we go from there, yeah?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'm gonna need it for some of them. So we're all gonna start on the left leg, okay? The hands are just by the side. You're gonna flick your left leg out, 1, you're gonna step it down, 2. So from there you've got 1, 2.
These guys aren't professional dancers, and it can take them months to learn a routine. We haven't got that long.
Now take this, lunge on this right leg round, and 5. No, so you're still facing...
Although dancer Jeannie's having trouble with Paul's steps, we still want to use her in our show. She's got an enigmatic quality. She'll be perfect as the leader of our tribe.
7, step down stage for me with your right leg. Right leg.
Down to that stage?
Down this way, to your right.
Next, we introduce them to Stravinsky's music. It's unlike any tango they've heard before.
We're having fun, at least, but I don't know, this is turning into a lot harder than I anticipated.
How do they do, Bill?
Brilliantly, absolutely fantastic.
Well,
I like that music.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good. Absolutely. It's so elemental. It's wonderful.
All right, good.
Love it. It's great. I want to do tango to it now. Super fun, super fun, but hopeless. I need a private coach. But I thought the routine was marvellous what they've created. It really was. You know, and it was inspiring, the music.
With the tango couples found, it's on to the next scene of our show, which we're calling the Dance of Fertility. A ritual display of girl power by the tribe. For this section, the music is slow and sensual, so we need something sexy. Where'd you go for sexy?
Essex, of course.
Cheers, Rick. Thank you.
Tonight, we're in Dagenham to explore a dance craze that's been sweeping the nation.